Hey, Madrina. Mother's Day is coming up, and I really wanted to do something special for my mom. Do you think you have any brunch ideas?
Hi, Pablo. Yes, I sure do. I've got some great ideas for you. Let's do a French toast casserole. Let's do some breakfast slaw. Let's do some mini maple pork chops. And let's do a ginger fruit salad. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, let's get started on the French toast casserole. One of the things that I really like to do when I am working on a big meal for a special occasion is get as much done ahead of time so that come mealtime, things aren't quite so hectic and crazy. And this brunch is a perfect example of that. First thing we're going to do is cube up some cream cheese and some bread. For the bread, you can use sourdough, you can use challah, you could use like a cinnamon swirl bread, whatever kind of bread that you like the best, and cut it up into 1/2 to 1 inch cubes. And that bread should weigh about 1 pound total. And we're going to get the bread and the cream cheese into the casserole dish. And get the batter started with some 1/2 and 1/2 and a whole mess of eggs, as well as some maple syrup, vanilla extract, and if you have it, go ahead and toss in some maple extract too, just to boost the flavor. Some powdered sugar, and whisk, 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 whisk. I like this kind of up and down whisk. It's easier on my shoulder, and some people with arthritis have an easier time with it. I'll put a link in the description below if that's something that you are interested in. Pour that batter over the top of your bread and cheese. You're going to press that down a little bit just to help the soaking process. Cover it in plastic wrap. Give it one more press just for luck. And get it into the fridge, and it's going to stay there overnight. Okay, now it's the next morning, 2 hours before the brunch. Get your oven preheated to 375. And about 1.5 hours before brunch, pull the casserole out of the fridge. Be careful, it's still kind of liquidy in there. You might spill some. Ask me how I know, because I did it twice. Take the wrap off. 1 hour before brunch, get that casserole into the oven and set your timer for 45 minutes. We're going to decant that maple syrup just to be extra fancy. And 15 minutes before you want to serve brunch, let's get that casserole out of the oven. It needs to rest for a few minutes before we cut into it. Let's give the casserole a cut. I love how the cream cheese puffed up and browned just like a toasted marshmallow. Let's get that drizzled with some maple syrup. And then finally, mangiamo. Let's eat. It's brunch time. Hey, Pablo, what did you think of that French toast casserole?
Maybe one of the best I've ever had.
Wonderful. And you think you can make it again for Mother's Day for your mom?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. How about if we do something to go with it? Let's do a breakfast slaw.
Okay.
Okay. See you in the next video.